What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, August 30th, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world at the time that you watch this reaction. And this reaction will be reacting to the 7th episode of the 2nd season of Love Live Superstar. The title of today's episode is Ren Hazuki. And just a couple of thoughts and a couple comments that I just want to make on the season as a whole and where it compares to the first season and really to the other franchises, because I think this is a good point to go ahead and have that conversation. So obviously in the last episode, we got to watch the revelations of Natsumi, the 9th and final addition, at least for now, to the Liela gang, joined them. We got to see that, honestly, the reason that she was doing all the things she was doing, and always talking about money, this, money, this, money, this, money, that, money, this, money, that, was primarily because of the fact she seemed to always be subpar and failed at everything else. And she kind of gave up all hope on herself. And again, money does make the world go round, whether for better or worse. And she kind of fell into that cycle of really wanting to focus on that and not ultimately having her own goal to follow. So she decided to try to make something out of something with money, and it ended up being that she's actually a good girl at heart too. And even though she still is my least liked out of the 9 girls, I do think that we had a nice episode. I was a little disappointed that it had to be Kanan that was the one to talk with her. I was really hoping that it was going to be the other first shields that were going to help her realize what she wanted, and it would have been really nice to see someone like Kinako, who of course just is pretty much the self-proclaimed leader of the first years. Well, she is the leader of the first years. It would have been very nice to see Kinako had been the one to kind of bring her on board, because I think that it would have had a little bit more of an emotional impact and a little more of an attachment than Kanan. But Kanan is an absolutely wonderful gem, and either way, we did get to see them in their outfits. It was an absolutely really groovy and colorful song, and it was the song that has now officially introduced us to the 9-member Liela. So, how do I feel about the 4 girls? Who's my favorite? And how do I feel as a whole when this season compares to the first season? And I'm going to go ahead and start ultimately with how I feel about the 4 girls, and then I'll talk about everything else. So, Shiki, Mei, Natsumi, and Kinako are wonderful individual girls. I do think that they are great girls at heart. My favorite out of the 4 girls by leaps and bounds is Kinako, and that was actually a surprise. I expected going in, because of the blue hair and the kind of just stoic personality, I expected Shiki to be my number 1, but Kinako really sold me on, her being down on herself in the early stages prior to being brought on board. And out of the 4, I truly feel that she has the best Liela chemistry. So it's not being the best when it comes to idol-related stuff, but she has the best mindset and focus when it comes to the efforts that Liela is aiming for, which of course is to be number 1 in the next upcoming Love Live, which of course for our main 5 will be their second shots at this, and for our first years, their first shot at it. So when it comes to someone who truly, I believe, is on the Liela path, that is on the right mindset and is not swayed by any other possible biases or this and that they may have in their brain, I truly believe that Kinako has the best personality and drive that is necessary. And if they had only added 1 extra member and it had been a 6-member Liela, Kinako would have absolutely, in my opinion, been the best addition to the new group. My second favorite is, of course, going to be Shiki, and that's just because I love those type of characters, and of course I love the blue hair and everything in between. My third favorite is Mei, and Mei is actually a really good girl too, and actually it's clear that she also had a good passion. I just feel that that Shiki and Mei had their own individual reasons per se, while Kinako, I feel, is collectively a better fit. So that's why you'll never see me put Shiki or Mei over someone like Kinako. And then, of course, my least favorite fit is going to be Natsumi. And that is because she really had no plan whatsoever. And even now, I'm sure that it's going to take a little bit of work to break her out of the personality that she is and to get her on board with operating as a collective group. I'm sure, again, in Love Live fashion, that they will do a great job of making it so that we like her also. But just, I know with who I'm interested in, the personalities that I mesh with well and the personalities that I don't mesh with well, she is someone that will still take time to grow on me. Now this brings me to, do I feel any of their additions were necessary to making this a better show? The answer to that is no. And I think that because that is my answer, the second season, as of this current moment, is riding at an 8, which is a bit lower than my first season, where I gave the first season of Superstar a 9. I think that now that we are 6 episodes in, preparing for the 7th episode, I can safely, at least for now, go ahead and say that I do feel there was a little more magic with the 5-member Liela than there is with the 9-member Liela. And that may be because 3 of the 4 girls, I don't 100% know if they were the best, if they best meshed with the group. Putting aside Kinako, who I think, as I've clearly vocalized to y'all, I feel would have absolutely meshed best out of any of the 4 girls. But that's just personal preference. That's not saying that I do not enjoy the songs that we've gotten to hear so far of a 9-member Liela. I absolutely love the songs. I absolutely adored the song last week. And above all, I have gotten quite possibly one of the greatest, you could say, antagonistic or rival characters in franchise history out of all the 4 groups, Vienna Margaret, which I'm hoping we will see more of very soon. So obviously this second season has still had no shortage of great gems and great vibes, and I do love the 4 girls. But if I was to just be asked, do I feel they were necessary to making Liela better? The answer is no. Do I feel they've made Liela worse? Absolutely not. And you'll never hear me say something like that. But it's just that I know that I felt a special connection, as many of you did, to the 5-member Liela. And it's just one of those things. And now this is coming from someone who is now officially putting on record that I do prefer the 5 members. Let's just keep an open mind, guys. And I'm sure that as the in real life lives continue, and as we get more with these girls, that we will grow to love them just as much as we grew to love our original 5. So, and one other thing I wanted to say before I start this reaction too is, for all of you, I know that there's some of you that expressed in my previous YouTube videos, and some of you that have found me on my other streaming platform or on my Discord, that this is your first Love Live group to ever follow, and that this anime is the first time you've ever watched anything Love Live related. From a trash person for Love Live from day one, welcome to hell. I truly welcome you with open arms. Myself and the rest of the overbearing but lovely Love Live community, we truly welcome you with open arms. You have truly stepped into chaos and destruction, and I welcome you. And I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you started with the wrong franchise. You got to start from the beginning. If you started with Niji or Superstar first, you started with Niji or Superstar first. You are still a fan just like anyone else. Please do not let anyone tell you that you are not a real fan because of the fact that you've only watched this and you haven't watched the other ones. We welcome you, and obviously I will encourage you to watch A Journey of Muse, Aqua, and Niji at your leisure and discretion, but don't let anyone tell you that just because you haven't watched that and you didn't start there, that you're not a real fan. We truly do welcome you, and I hope you all are enjoying the season so far, and that this is giving you everything you possibly could have wanted out of it up to this point. So, last thing I want to say is the rating. Again, it's not really rating on the popularity boards because it's not going to. But it is important to note that in Anime Corner, it looks like it came in, where are we at? So it came in 25th, but it got a little over 1% of the vote, and that actually is good for an idol show on a popularity rating like Anime Corner. So, and in Mao, it continues to be its strongest rated one to date. The second season has an 8.10 at the time of this reaction, and the original season ended at a solid 8. So, even though I said that the first season I preferred it due to better chemistry, I will acknowledge that, again, it's been no short of great gems this season. We've gotten some great songs so far. We've gotten an amazing song by Vienna Margaret, and I'm just interested to see what's next for our girls now that they are a 9-member group. So, enough talk. Let's go ahead and jump into the reaction. Again, the title of the episode is Ren Hazuki. And let me get this pulled up on my screen here. And we will go ahead and get this reaction started in 3, 2, 1. A Sunny Passion. Really? Are we playing the... Oh my goodness. This the game we playing? Hey! I actually have never played this game. I really need to play this game. It really works your arms a lot. I feel you, my girl. It be like that. Oh, wow. It was Ren. My girl, I felt the struggle. I felt the struggle. She was getting that workout in. Alright, and since this episode's going to be focused over Ren, let's see. Oh wow, they put the previously after. Wow. Yep, she made that very clear. And that's why I'll say, even though I said that I felt Kinako had the better mesh, I will not deny that Mei absolutely wants to make Viela better too. So yeah. So really it was just not to me that really I didn't feel had their best interest in mind. But she's part of them, and we're going to see how this goes from here. Close for a private event. Oh, shucks. Oh my goodness. 100%. Alright, my girl. There's more important things than money. And it is going to be beneficial to us, but let's just reel you in a little bit. But see, that's the difference now. I do believe that you genuinely mean that now. You know damn well how serious Cuckoo is about Love Live. Oh, damn. Just blew it. They're just going to be done remote. To immediately narrow down his phone. I mean, I guess that works. Also, that's the show kind of taking a shot at COVID because that's how things have been due to COVID. Oops, I just said the word COVID. I hope Facebook doesn't shoot my video for saying the word. I missed the rap though. If for those of you who did not watch the first season, you really need to go back and watch the first season. The rap was absolutely incredible. One of the most incredible things of the first season. Why does Ren look like? Oh my goodness. What's wrong with you? She's lost it. She has absolutely lost it. Oh yeah, you can't. You hold on. You've been doing this all by yourself, my girl. Girl, you gotta add people. Girl, you better figure it out real quickly. You're doing too much. You are running this whole school by yourself. Come on, my girl. Yo, she didn't even pay attention to the fact they both that up. Oh, go ahead, my girl. Oh boy. She's like us on gotcha games. Yep, that's exactly what it was. King of the Abyss, Puni Lord. Yo, my girl looks absolutely burnt. Yo. Wait, she switches so many different moods. This is the sign of an overworked person, for sure. My girl got the hookup. Look at this. Dang. I'm about to say, because I do not remember her room being like this last time we were here. So she made her own gaming setup from there. Yeah, but gaming is a dangerous hobby. I'm actually in the process of backing away a little bit from all my game playing now, especially my gotcha game playing. Dang it, she's a natural. Oh. Damn, played the whole game. I remember how those days used to be. Y'all had no idea what type of beast y'all were creating. Oh no. Oh no. Yo! Yeah, y'all just rolling in money. Where? Wait! How did all this get here? Yo, just buying stuff. Good old addiction. Hey, at least you're not too far gone that you at least still realize that you need someone to watch your stuff. It's fine, my girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, now y'all damn well know. You damn well know she'd never say something like that. Calm yourself down. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that key. Oh goodness, of course Shiki would be the one. Oh, are we putting up for positions? Oh, no one's even trying to run. I guess this is how it is for a school that's only been established a year or so. I think you would do pretty well. And yes, right. She became culprit. I think that she would be really good helping her out with the student council. You got a good head on your shoulders, my girl. Go ahead and run for it. Bruh, they got everyone in. And typically Shiki will be right. And that's exactly why you had to give up the key. You did a good job being able to give up the key. It's cool. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I can't believe she actually said it! I didn't think they would say it. Oh my goodness. You need to stop this right now. Stop! Stop that crap. Now, should we take her phone? Exactly. Thank you. Good morning. Wow. They didn't even take it this far in freaking Nietzsche when it came to freaking Ayumi. Shiki! Oh my goodness. Everything. Chisato, everything. Wow! We're even saying the word dating? What's going on in this season of Love Live? Passionate. Held hands. Gazed. I love this show. Yo, Shiki. Oh my god. With someone like Shiki, you'd never be able to hide anything. How about no? I can't believe we actually talked about a dating subject amongst the girls in freaking Love Live. This is incredible. Of course, Kana. Oh, you asked. I think it's a good fit. Aww. Oh. And there we go. We got Vice President Kana. Yeah, it's just an addiction. You're already down a good path to resolving the addiction. It's okay, my girl. 100% no. She'll probably laugh, like we all are. Stop that, May. Stop that. Of course. It's fine, my girl. It's fine. You do not realize you actually dealt with this so much sooner than most people who have an addiction to games. Like, exactly. Ain't nobody worried about no damn games. But y'all sure did jump into the passionate romantic gaze assumption. Why the hell would anyone be mad at you, my girl? We all love you, my girl. Oh my goodness, what you about to do, Cup? Oh, this is not good. Hey, alright, but for real, we really do need to write this song though, my girls. Oni Hammer. Oh my good. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, she's gonna burn out of that after a while. And the fact that the word romance has been brought up means that they're already testing the limits now. What the heck? Oh! Hey! Got your achievement. Good job. I swear. Oh my goodness. Hey! 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 Shiki, you've been on that this episode, my girl. You better calm yourself down now. You get ready to commit Love Live Taboo up in here now. But it is nice to see you kind of break out of the shell you've been. And she really understanding how sheltered and how much she's had to deal with. She needed that, so it's fine. I'm perfectly fine that she had her gaming time. She wrote the... Oh, she wrote the lyrics? Kanon wrote the lyrics? Oh, of course. Of course is this song. Okay. I love it. But still, my girl Kana, yo, she really was looking out this episode. Kana really did be looking out for everybody, though. She's such a good girl. Such a good leader. Is this just Ren singing? I think it's the solo. Everyone is so pretty in this freaking ending, though. Oh my goodness, I can't stand it. It's such a nice ending. Chance Way. Okay, guys, so there's actually a lot to talk about here, and y'all are going to have to forgive me if I'm about to be mistaken with a comment I'm going to make about my post-reaction. Okay, let me actually put some eye drops in, because I just realized that my eye's feeling really dry. Then I'm going to talk about the post-reaction. Be right back. Okay, guys, and I'm back. Sorry. I've been talking about this for weeks now. Not only am I having an issue with my eye, but my lips are so insufferably dry that there's a reason I have to lick them every few minutes during the reaction, because even with my chapstick, it's not really working. I'm actually dealing with that medically right now, because I don't know what's going on with that. But if y'all see me licking my lips all the time, that is why. So sorry. But, alright, enough about that, though. The episode. Okay, so... This is what I needed more of. And this was a nice episode to bring out chemistry and dynamics that I wanted to see now that the girls are together. Because now for the remainder of the season, it really is going to be a matter of bringing that attachment to us. For us to feel the attachment to our new girls and to see if the chemistry is there as a collective group. And this was a great episode to start that off over gaming. So... I feel a really special way about Ren being able to game and putting everything aside about how crazy my girl was looking at everything and stuff. I'm so happy for her because this shows that she's really breaking out of, out of the state that she's been in for so long. You know, we watched Ren had to overcome her family situation in the first season, wanting to make sure that the school would be able to thrive with this, being that she was left with the school and everything going on at her mansion and at her home and everything. And it's just, you could see that her maid, you know, everyone is very happy seeing Ren break out of the cycle that she's been stuck in for so long. And for her to break into gaming was another hurdle that was necessary for her to start feeling like a normal person. So it was actually really nice getting to see her break into the world of gaming. I just hope that, you know, her girls will keep her well-rounded, and her maid will keep her well-rounded and keep the key away from her if she gets a little too carried away, because all of us know, you know, me being that I used to be a competitive gamer, a hardcore gamer, 10 years ago. I obviously am not a hardcore gamer now. I play a lot of gacha games, but my competition days are definitely over now, so I'll never be a hardcore gamer ever again for the duration of my life. But she's at that age where when you're a teenager, I think you can really get engrossed in a game through young adulthood, and I guess I'm still a young adult, it's just I'm not in competitive age adult anymore, per se. But yeah, we know how it can be. And I was a little nervous for her for a moment, but that was really nice getting to see the whole gaming thing. And, you know, they were throwing out the systems left and right there. Some of them systems, I'll tell you, some of them systems was bomb to play as a kid, I gotta tell you. But there is a subject that I do want to bring up here. And you guys damn well knew I was going to bring this subject up after what happened in the show. And you got to forgive me if in Muse or Aqua's run for their anime shows, if the word was actually ever said. We have never truly had the word of love, romance, and two of the girls in the group ever be brought up on screen, like actually verbally said to anyone, to the viewers or to each other, to the characters in the show. So hearing Shiki say the words, for them to actually drop the words multiple times, and for that scene that happened at the end between Mei and Shiki, where she goes like, "You're really leading me on and everything," they need to stop. Hey, committee that's writing the story for this, y'all need to stop right now. Y'all about to cause a problem. Y'all need to stop right now. The closest that we've gotten to that, for anyone that, for those of you who are watching, this is your first Love Live that you've watched, we got very close to that actually in Niji, and that was in the form of Aimu and Yu in the first season of Love Live Nijigasaki, where anyone that you talk to about the first season can tell you that there was a very interesting segment and point of time in the Nijigasaki universe where we were pretty confident romance was not only blossoming, but it was about to be very, oh, hell no! So, seeing that happen again here, but for it to just be said out loud, I want to say that's a first that we've ever had the word romance get just thrown out like that amongst the Love Live group. So that was very interesting, and it's very clear that one thing that we have seen as we have watched Love Live, and I think any of my day one, any of my original Muse people will say, we've gone a long journey, and as each edition of Love Live has been revealed, Muse, Aqua, Nijigasaki, and now Liela, it seems that the story writers, the franchise as a whole, and even the fans have become more comfortable with the possibility of them touching on sensual subjects. Like, cause again, for the Aimu and Yu thing, you could feel the sexual tension in the room. You could feel the tension in the room from a mile away. And if the writers ever tried to say that that's not what they were trying to do, they a damn lie. But here, they just flat out said it on the screen for all to hear and for all to see. And it's just interesting that they are now getting more comfortable touching on these type of themes in the Love Live universe, because the Love Live universe is, at the end of the day, it is considered a pure universe. And it's not supposed to really hit those elements too hard, or if they do take little shots at those elements, it's supposed to be pretty subtle, and they're never supposed to say the word. So with words of romance and this and that being said, it caught me completely off guard, and I'll completely have recovered from that by the next episode. But it was very interesting that was actually said out, and of course it would be Shiki that would be the one to say something like that. But that's because Mei can't hide anything from Shiki. Shiki knows everything about that girl because they are best friends at the end of the day. And obviously, y'all hear me joking a lot about this romance subject. Obviously, this is Love Live, so nothing like that will ever actually happen. But it was very comical to see this episode today. And honestly, it was everything I needed this episode to be, because I do feel that it really did help to bring the dynamic of the new girls and our older girls into the mix of things. And this was a great episode. It was a fun episode to watch. And in case, if you did watch this entire reaction, you know I had an absolute blast watching this episode. Absolutely great episode to watch. Very, very fun. But obviously, we do have Love Live to focus on, which is at the heart of this season, as is at the heart of all Love Live seasons that aren't Nijigasaki, who's being different. And ain't nothing wrong with being different. But we do need to get focused and back on subject. We've had a very fun episode here joking about romance and passionate looks and being led on, and Ray with her absolutely ridiculous the gaming face. Goodness, I am taking so many snapshots of all the different facial expressions that happen in this episode, especially from Rin. It was absolutely fun and a blast to watch. So I'm going to have so many screenshots on this computer at the end of it, but we do need to get focused back on the subject at hand. So next episode is, I think they said Chance Us or something like that, and obviously a song has been prepared. We did get to see Kanan. She is now going to be the vice president of the student council. Of course, there's only 2 members, which is now going to be Rin and Kanan, but I do expect that they'll have a full student council body probably by the time they become third years and the first years come in. And also, bringing that up, it's going to be very interesting. I do believe that this is going to be the first 3-season Love Live group. And by that, most of you will know that normally the typical format for Love Live is we get 2 seasons, a movie, possibly an OVA or 2, and then we get music videos from that point forward, but we never actually get a 3rd season. All of the signs of this 2nd season leads up to this being a 3-season Liela. I truly believe in fashion we will have a movie probably coming up after this, and then we will probably, it's almost set in stone that we will get a 3rd season, because we'll have to see Kanan and them be 3rd year. So I'm very excited. The future of Liela is bright. It is a bright future. I know that just like with Niji, it took a little bit of time for people to get adjusted, but people got a little more adjusted because they made it very, very, very transparent early on, the type of group, the type of individuals that the Nijigasaki girls were going to be. With this, I think it's going to take a little longer, and it'll probably take the rest of the season for those that are still holding out to really grow. But I do believe that ultimately all the 4 new girls are going to grow on me. And while it slightly may not get the rating that I gave the first season, I definitely could see myself, especially if we get more fun episodes like this, I could definitely see myself putting it up at least a half and giving it an 8.5 out of 10 when the season's all said and done. So, guys, I hope you guys had a blast this episode as much as I did. This was a really fun one to watch, and I can't wait for next week's episode and for the remainder of the season. There's one other thing I wanted to add on to the end of this video. This does conclude officially my Love Live reaction. One more thing that I want to say, and I forgot to say it at the beginning because I've been saying it in each of my reactions the past couple of days. There is one new show that I have added on to my summer lineup that I will be reacting to for the remainder of the season. It is the original production show by A1 Pictures, Licorice Recoil. This was a show I was not anticipating reacting to this season, but after the absolute crazy revelations of episode 8, it is a show I'm very passionate about, and I have decided to react to that show for the remainder of the season. So for those who are joining my channel that have seen the reaction already, a big welcome to you. Thank you so much, and welcome to the Reviews by Ryan channel. And if you have been here and you're watching this reaction and you are watching Licorice Recoil, I highly encourage you to go watch the Licorice Recoil reaction whenever you get an opportunity. And if you don't get to watch the episode 9 one, I will be reacting for the remainder of the season. So that's it. That concludes this video. If you did like the reaction, please consider liking and subscribing to the video and the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. I will see all of you wonderful people next Tuesday, since obviously I have to wait till Tuesday, for another episode of Love Live Superstar Season 2. It will be episode 8. And until that time, catch you later. Hey guys, one more thing I forgot to add to the end of the video because I did not know that it was a thing until I started post editing. NHK did announce over the weekend that due to the spread of COVID-19 at the main production office, there has been a delay of episode 8 for this second season of Love Live Superstar. So I will actually not see you guys next week like I was planning. I will see you guys after the episode is released on September 11th, which means September 13th, when it actually is released for everyone else and the streaming platform. I do hope everyone over at NHK is safe and in good health. COVID has been resurging both here in the United States and everywhere else around the world, and I do want to take this opportunity, regardless of what side of the coin you are on when it comes to COVID and the pandemic, and we are still in a pandemic, and please continue to take good care of your health and safety while we navigate these continued interesting and tight and depressing waters, both here and again around the world. So I look forward to seeing you guys on September 13th when the reaction does release on the streaming platforms here, and until that time, I'll catch you then.